Peeps, what's the deal? Today's video I'm talking about deloading, which is a bit of a follow-on to the overtraining video I did in the last couple of days. So for those of you who aren't that acclimatized to the world of strength and conditioning or programming, you're probably asking yourself, what the hell is a deload? Deload is basically what it says on the tin. You're basically taking a period of time following a hard training cycle to let your body recuperate from that training cycle. So how long do they last? They last a couple of days to a week. You don't want to take any more than that, or else your body will lose the strength gains or the gains in speed. Whatever gains you may have made on the last cycle, if you let it go too long, you will lose them. So now that you know what a deload is and how long you should take a deload period, now we'll look at what are the nuts and bolts of a deload week. So a deload week, you would basically reduce everything back. So say if you're training 4 days a week, you're now going to be training 2 or 3 days a week. And what you're doing in the training sessions, you're basically scaling back the weights you're using, scaling back the sets and the reps. So if you're doing 5x5 with 150 kilos, you're now going to be doing 3x5 with 100 kilos. That's even quite heavy. Maybe even 80, 90 kilos. As I said, reduce everything back, including accessory work. You may even want to do no accessory work, just some light isolation bodybuilding stuff, just for a bit of fun. But really, they serve no purpose in a period like this. So you're probably asking yourself, when do I deload? Well, you should definitely deload after say you're doing a training cycle. Training cycles can vary. I'm doing a 12-week program, so I get to deload every 3 weeks. For most of you, you probably don't have that level of, not to sound like a dickhead, but you don't have that level of intricacy in your programming. So most of you just going to the gym day in, day out, getting bigger and stronger or whatever. Judge it yourself, you know. If you've been training hard, very, very hard and heavy for 4 or 5 weeks, it's probably a good idea to take a week off and then go back to it, or go back and do something else like high volume. If you've done strength for 4 weeks, do high volume and build some size for 4 weeks following a deload. And a quick little tip to doing your training sessions, considering you're scaling everything back and you're not working with a huge amount of intensity, work on your technique. That's a really important thing to look at here, because you really don't want to lose the technique you've ingrained through all those hard and heavy training sessions. So work on your cues. If you're squatting, squat through the middle of your foot, keep your chest up, flat back, belly full of air, all the rest. Same with deadlifts, chest up, flat back, pushing out your knees if you're sumo deadlifting, all the rest. Bench pressing, keep your shoulders in a neutral position. Nice arch, keep your arse on the bench, whatever else, guys, you know yourself. Another tip or another thing to do during a deload week is work on your weaknesses, you know, stuff that you wouldn't usually have time to do or you wouldn't be bothered to do during a regular training cycle. Flexibility work, mobility work, tissue quality, which is what I mean by that is you should be foam rolling and using a lacrosse ball, getting all those tight muscle knots, just rubbing them out, you know, doing stuff like that will really help. Stretch first thing in the morning, free up your frame, as Conor McGregor says, and yeah, that's about it, guys. Just work on stuff you don't usually do and take all the hard work out and let your body recover. So let's recap on this quick little video, guys. A deload is a period of time where you let your body recover from a hard training cycle. How long do they last? They last a couple of days to a week. And what do you do within these deload weeks? You basically reduce everything back. So if you're training 4 days a week, train 2 or 3 days a week. What you're doing in the training sessions, scale all the weights back, the sets and reps, scale them way back. All the stuff you're doing after your main movements, scale them back or take them out completely. That's the video on deloading, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and I shall catch you next time.